The work that I'm making with ceramics, it's very similar to how I was constructing music. And what I was doing with music was sort of really researching all sorts of sound and then creating songs like collages. I feel like when I started doing ceramics, I just basically applied that same method. So it's really about understanding a method more than the actual material. Then what happens is that the material starts having a dialogue with you too, and then you start sort of seeing how far you can take that. I've become very interested in making fountains, and it came from just working with the vases and the vessels. I started thinking that it was becoming conservative to always go back to this form. So I started making holes and the water started seeping out, and I started thinking about fountains. But there is this element of the sprinkler system that I found to be very interesting, because you could kind of create this rhythm behind the way that the water was being showered into these like golf courses. So it would be like from there I started thinking about having these fountains that have all these sort of formal elements as a sculpture, but then to also have like a sonic experience. The piece that's in the project is constructed as a pyramid. It was a photograph that I took visiting the pyramids of Coban, and I had pulled that image into Photoshop. I'll try to translate that two-dimensional image into a three-dimensional form. It's funny because once you add the narrative to the piece, it's really about these different elements of particular moments of my life. I've always been very obsessed with comedy. Right now, something that's really been strong for me is rewatching all of Blake Edwards' Pink Panther movies with my son. The character of Inspector Clouseau resolves everything through a series of accidents. He's going through life trusting that everything has great value. It's been such an inspiration because you have to deal with so many hardships with the craft of ceramics. You have to be an extreme perfectionist to control something that's so uncontrollable like clay. So as an inspiration to have this character and to really understand that anything that's an accident can actually be a gift, or can actually be what gives you the information for you to get to the next place, has been completely essential in the way that I make my work.